Hey guys, welcome back to our monthly Birmingham market update. Today we're going to cover some quick stats from July in the city of Birmingham, Michigan. Highlight three of our favorite solds from the month and our favorite current listed property. All right, so let's get started. So month of supply is down actually slightly to about 2.5 months of inventory currently on the market in July for the city of Birmingham. We had 36 homes that sold this month, and that number of homes is down. It's down about 10% from last year. So less homes traded this year in July than did last year. And the days on market is up about 4%. So inventory is creeping up a little bit with interest rates being higher. And the number of showing activity per listing is down about 13%. So there's a little less buyer activity than there was last year. A lot of different market changes this year, both with global instability, interest rates being high, affordability being capped. But in this city, we usually have a lot of cash buyers, which you're going to see from a few of these sales. So not too many great sold comps this month that I loved. Had to kind of like pick through and select a few of them just because we had to. But let's hit the first three. So number 3, 1668 Villa. It was listed at $535, traded at $512, at only 7 days on market. Cash buyer, 1945 Colonial. Villa's east of Woodward, but it's a really nice street. Villa and Yosemite have these larger lots. Charming street, very nice, a lot of new construction. So great location, easy access to the rail district over here, and then pretty easy walk over to downtown as well. So the reason why I like this one is there's a lot of buyers right now, I think, that are being capped because of affordability, and they're looking in that $500,000 to $700,000 price point for young entry-level family homes. There's not a lot of inventory, and usually in Birmingham, a lot of these houses get bulldozed because the land value is so high. Because this lot was east of Woodward, it didn't sell to a developer. It actually sold to retail homeowner. Obviously, kitchen's clean, it's nice. Home's well maintained. Essentially, it's move-in ready. Great hardwood floors. I mean, the bathrooms are dated, but at this price point, you can't be super picky. And they did build out one of the bedrooms as a really nice like dressing room, essentially for the master. So you get tons of organized closet space. You've got the two bathrooms, 2-car detached garage, good size yard on a really cute street. You get that sunroom on the back of the house too, which is nice. So for an entry-level homeowner that's trying to get something in that $500 to $700 range, there's not a lot of good options, especially in good school districts. And that is why this one traded so fast in 7 days. Only $325 a square foot, which actually was a great buy because they bought this, just a little bit above what the actual land value is for that lot if you're going to buy it and tear the house down. So, you hold something like that for 5 to 7 years, and eventually the land value catches up and is worth more than what you paid for the house, and you can potentially flip it to a developer if you want to. Number 2, 1521 Washington. Very similar to the last one. This is in that same price category we were talking about, 5 to 700,000 entry-level family type homes. That first buyer on Villa was a cash buyer. This one is actually conventional, but it's west of Woodward and it's really close to downtown. So Washington's a great street, and it's an easy walk right to downtown. Access to several really nice parks, pickleball courts right here, great elementary school. So awesome location, 1,400 square foot house. They listed at $625 and actually got a bidding war, which has been a little less frequent this past year because there's a lot less buyers in the marketplace. They sold it for $645. And that essentially is $453 a square foot. But again, I like this because the land value on that's $550 to tear it down, bulldoze it, build new construction. So they're essentially paying $100,000 more than land value, and you're getting a pretty cute, like move-in ready house. Although the kitchen's older in design aesthetics, it's still in great condition. Good quality cabinetry, granite, hardwood floors. Everything's painted. It's clean. It's meticulous. A young family can move into this house, and bathrooms are somewhat updated. You got a study, you got that family room addition on the back of the house with the outdoor entertaining space with that patio. So the floor plan was pretty good from a livability perspective. Another nice full bathroom upstairs. and good adequate like closet space for the master with skylights, which is rare in these older 40 and 50s colonials. Lower levels finished too, so you got like a nice little theater space down there and laundry. So it's clean, it's meticulous, it's well maintained, great location. So to get something like that with storage and this good floor plan like we talked about for $645 in Birmingham is really hard. So that was a great buy. Also traded pretty quickly. My favorite sale of the month of July was this property at 1011 Pierce. This house actually just sold a couple years ago, but the location's really, really nice. I mean, it's north of Lincoln. It's right downtown. This is one of the best parks in Birmingham, and all the best restaurants are right here. So you're a short walk. You're in town. Almost 4,000 square foot, built in like the 2012 range. But the quality in this house, the ceiling height, the brick, the windows, the hardwood floors, the trim, the millwork, really high quality build. Like you could not duplicate this house today for $1.9 million. And the buyers on this took advantage of the market opportunity. Stuff's been a little bit more stagnant, and they beat up the sellers and got $200,000 essentially off the price. It was listed at $2,095,000, essentially 2.1, and it traded at 1.9. The buyers were cash, so they had a little bit of leverage probably to meet the timeline in terms of what the sellers wanted. But I think the next few months, we're going to see some of the best buying opportunities that we've seen in the past 6 years, with inventory increasing, interest rates being higher. And as soon as rates come down at some point next year, likely, I think the real estate market is going to heat back up again and prices are going to get pushed higher. So definitely a really good buying window over the next 6 to 7 months, where you can get some sellers that are getting frustrated with the stagnation in the market that are going to take pretty big price haircuts on some of the listings. And you can see here that lower level is fully finished out, like amazing bar, great entertaining space down there. Gym, tons of storage, 2-car garage, nice little entertaining space in the back of the house. Overall, like really high quality build and phenomenal location. Those are definitely the top 3 best buys in Birmingham for the month. And again, Pierce sold at 1.9. It was $483 a square foot. It's way less than you could rebuild that house for today. And it was a cash sale. So now to my favorite current home that's for sale in Birmingham, 345 Kimberly. New construction. Lynch Custom Homes just built this house, and the location is awesome. So this house is tucked away in Cortland Lake Estates, which is one of the most prestigious communities in the state of Michigan. So it's just west of downtown Birmingham here. That's Cortland Lake. Large estate type lots. Cortland Elementary is one of the most coveted elementaries in southeastern Michigan, and you are walking distance to that. The reason why I love this house so much is most of these lots in here are larger. So most of the new construction, actually all the new construction now in Cortland Lake Estates, is over $4 million. It's because of the land value. Most of the teardowns now are between $800,000 and $1.1 million for the land, for the larger lots. This is tucked away on the end of a private street on these 3 or 4 streets here, Melbourne, Kimberly, Pine, Winthrop, which are kind of like, they're in the middle of Cortland Lake, but they're kind of private. They get there's no traffic other than the neighbors that live in here. And the lots are smaller. They're standard Birmingham lots. So it's a standard 50-foot lot, but it's at the dead end of a cul-de-sac. And it's very quiet. It's very private, but it's high quality, well-designed new construction. So the floor plan's excellent. All the trim and millwork's excellent. You got an office on the first floor. You have 8-foot solid core doors throughout the house. The design, Jeffrey King did all the interior design in this house, and it turned out phenomenal. You've got a nice mudroom on the front of the home up here for kids if they're going to school, drop zone, or a secondary like workspace that's kind of like tucked away up there at the front of the house. And you got a formal powder room up there as well. This is out of the office. And then open staircase, nice L-shaped great room on the back of the house with the mudroom on the back of the house as well. And you've got a full prep kitchen over here to the right. John Morgan from Perspectives, who's the best in custom cabinetry, did this entire house. The kitchen all looks like built-in furniture. These towers sit on the countertop. You've got storage here underneath. You got this built-in stainless steel refrigerator wall, which is set back into the wall. and it's all done on stainless with storage for trays up here. The attention to detail is just phenomenal on their work, and everything is meticulous and perfect. And you've got a full prep kitchen with a second sink here, and then a huge walk-in pantry over there as well. And so the usability of the space, it's bright. You've got a really nice family room with floor-to-ceiling windows. These hand-hewed wood beams were actually pulled out of a barn that was hand-built in the 1800s in Michigan. So they're all restored, but men back in the day made those with axes before machinery was used. And it's just kind of a toast to old world craftsmanship, but great quality. The fireplace is all limestone. And yeah, nice open floor plan with just excellent design and finishes. Mudroom, garage. Here's that study space on the front of the house that could be used for a kid's study room or a second office or a drop zone. But very well thought out. Formal powder room perspectives. Did all the custom cabinetry and sketched this space with the backlit mirror and the pendant light. Second floor has 3-bedroom en-suites and a laundry, so really good sized laundry right there. Linen closet, again, all 8-foot doors. They're not chopped down to 6'8", which usually happens for cost savings by a lot of these builders. But the entire laundry room is beautiful. I mean, all the walls are all tiled. Drying rack, tons of storage, good natural light, and 2 large master closets. So here's hers, nice master bath with great natural light and privacy because you're tucked back in there. Seamless flow from the bathroom to the shower. There's no curbs. They thought through the build design and made sure they doubled up the subfloors under the hardwood flooring and dropped them in the spaces where there's tile. And then master suite with big vaulted ceilings. And again, they brought in the restored wood from that Michigan barn that was really cool. And it's a historical element for old world construction. The other bedrooms are both en suite, so they have their own closets and bathrooms. And then you have a 4th above grade. So this house has 5 bedrooms, 5 full baths, and a powder. It's got a really cool 3rd floor loft space, which is very bright. With a bar up here and a rooftop deck. So you have this private rooftop deck on the back of the house, which you could use for sun tanning or working outside. It's a great flex space with a guest bedroom and a full bathroom up there. And it's just a really good use of the square footage. And you have separation too. So if you've got an older kid or someone else you want to say, or if you want a flex room, you can put it up on the 3rd floor, work inside and outside. Lower levels fully finished, huge theater space, and there's a wall over here prepped for a bar behind the bathroom. You got a gym and a bedroom down there. So full gym in the lower level ready to go. And then basement, you have the 5th guest bedroom with a really nice full bath and tons of room for storage. So great house. This is probably the best fit and finish. Actually, it is. I looked at all the actives. This is the best built home under $3.3 million. So it's listed at $2,699 right now. Anyway, that is 3,757 square feet above grade, 1,190 below, almost 5,000 square feet in one of the best neighborhoods with a phenomenal build design team. That's definitely favorite active property currently on market. So thanks for stopping by this month, guys. Appreciate you taking a look at all the data and comps. Yeah, questions on anything, feel free to reach out. If there's other stuff you want us to talk about or certain comps you're curious about, please feel free to DM or call us 248-671-3092. I'm James Danley. Thanks.